Let's do an underneath walkthrough since I moved this truck out of the way. Brand new stainless steel Rick's tank. It's got the pump inside. Brand new Currie rear end, 9-inch. Ordered straight from Currie for this truck. I want to say it's probably got 273s or something like that in it for cruising. Ride Tech coilovers on all four corners, adjustable coilovers, and big Wilwood discs drilled and slotted on all four corners. The calipers are still in the box, but everything else is there. They just need to be mounted and plumbed. It's set up for 4 piston in the rear and 6 piston in the front. So plenty of stopping. Brand new torsion bar rear suspension. It's got a mini C-notch kit. It's a bolt-in kit, but we went ahead and welded in the notch brackets. Coming up here, cross member. You got the 8-speed, sitting pretty, ready for a drive shaft. And then coming up, you got the tubular front, Ride Tech coilovers, big Wilwood discs, ready for 6 piston calipers. And yeah, everything's just kind of mounted up, looking clean. Sheet metal, the frame, the floors, everything's good. Rockers, real straight and original. Floors, you can tell, original undercoating, no rust, no rot. Carryalls, this generation, they use the C10 frame. So all carryalls from the factory had plywood back here, because in the trucks, it was the truck bed. So this is still the 62-year-old plywood. Good condition, relatively speaking. But yeah, this thing's ready to cruise, almost. All right, here she is, finally down on the ground. Been up in the corner over here for a long time. Good news, bad news, finding some more parts than I realized I had. Bad news, a couple little things aren't quite as far along as I thought. Like the floor here, this is the replacement panel I was telling you about. Basically just an automatic hump for a 60 to 66. We just haven't finished filling in that gap yet. I think we still have the one from the manual. There's part of it right here. So I might be able to piece those two parts together. But for the most part, just all here, real solid, real nice. Here's brand new Dakota digital gauges and a nice clean bezel. Analog setup, brand new forever sharp wheel with the wood grain, new column. All the steering linkage is hooked up and connected, so this thing will steer and roll where needed to go. Front seats out. Floors, everything's real solid. All the sheet metal on this truck, it's a California high desert, you know, its whole life type truck. Real clean, very minimal buildup. That being said, some of the primer on the outside is starting to kind of crack and peel off. I think it's just poor prep underneath, but there's no buildup on this thing really anywhere. Here's the original window frames for the back windows. They have the sliding glass. All 4 of them are there. Good news is I did find a full vintage air kit for this car. We did buy it and I didn't realize that before. So obviously I'll throw all that in. You got the wiring harness coming through the firewall right there. And then we'll go check out some of these parts. Body's real straight, real clean. Like I said, no buildup kind of anywhere on it. It's just starting to flake off some of this primer. There's a bigger spot on the other side I'll get to. But here's some of the parts. BeCool dual fans, brand new wirings there. Brand new polished aluminum radiator. Box from the original owner. It's a mixture of old and new rubber. Looks like it's mostly older stuff, but also things like hinges and random nuts and bolts, extra lenses. Another computer motor for the LT. Original Dakota box. This is all 2018 Camaro stuff for the motor and the trans. The original shifter, the original speedometer, all the wiring that came with it. They just kind of give you everything when you get a setup like that. And then in this box, it's more factory GM stuff to go with it. I think there's another harness in here. This is the factory accelerator pedal. So, you know, all the bullshit that needs to talk to each other, you know, through those computers. Should have everything to complete those circuits. I got a couple different wiring harnesses. I got the factory stuff, obviously, for the motor. There's also a PSI harness. I got a brand new easy wire harness in the back of the truck. I really like the easy wire harnesses. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff here. Might be more than you even need. All brand new vintage air stuff for it. This box, no, the BeCool box. Back here, this is all vintage air for the truck. Got a brand new vintage air alternator in that box. This is a full brand new easy wire harness. And then just got like all the interior little trim pieces. It's got this old tweed headliner. The roof's dynamatted. Over here is where you can see the primer's starting to flake. But you go anywhere around this truck, it is nice and straight and real clean. And coming around, like I said, the steering is all hooked up. Brand new leads, brake booster, master. This thing's all in and mounted. Like I said, this was all put in, mocked up, and then pulled apart, and you can see it's been powder coated. I just bolted back in. Cooling's ready to go in. Wiring's ready to get finished out. I've got the hood. Hood still looks perfect. It's sitting over in the corner over there. And then I have an extra passenger door. There was a couple pinholes of rust. The original owner, or the last owner, saw in this, and he just found one clean door that he put on it before doing the primer. And I still have the back there is the other door that can go with it. I have an extra rear bumper, but it's kind of patinaed out, not super straight. But honestly, besides this coming off, you know, it's pretty bitchin'. This thing deserves to be on the road. Come check it out.